So the brothers are saying that we want the brothers in the different camps and schools who are starting new camps and schools, so that when they go out in the corners across the United States and the cities and where they're at in different states and in the countries, to begin to teach the men in their camp and their particular schools how to teach the Most High's word in a professional manner. All right? The way, and also the way you're supposed to behave in a camp. All right? The way you're supposed to, let's say, edify the public and the congregation when you're out there teaching. This is not for you to become popular. So this is what the Masharah Yasharahla is trying to show brothers in Yahushua, how to go out there and set up a camp, bring out the word professional, all right, in a professional manner and skillfully, correct, all right. All that is important, because what happens is once you begin to bring this word out in an unprofessional manner, then you begin to bring those demonic spirits amongst the camp, right? And that puts the camp in confusion and disarray.
That's right.
All right? And then that's what is portrayed out there in the public. And that shows Israel in a bad light. So we don't want to do that. What we want to be able to do is be professional about what we're doing as Israelites. All right? And as men of the Most High and Yahushua, be professional. So we don't want to curse. We don't want to use profanity. All right? We don't want to call our people niggas and bitches and all these different types of words and condemning type words that bring that belittle Yahushua's word. That's what happens. And so then the word doesn't go out with edification. All right? You're destroying the work of Yahushua when you do that. And so we have to learn how to do that too, as the Most High is raising up men as teachers and prophets. We got to go out there and learn how to teach. That's right. Right? It's very, very important. So teaching, Paul said the greatest gift is to prophesy. That's right. So as prophets and teachers of the Most High, we must prophesy His word in a professional manner and in a skillful manner, and as wise spiritual men, and go out there and teach the Most High's word. Yeah.
This is Colossians 4, 5, and 6. Walk in wisdom toward them that are without, redeeming the time. Let your speech be always with grace, seasoned with salt, that ye may know how ye ought to answer every man.
That's right.
Right. Right. That's beautiful. So, hallelujah. So how to answer your speech, be seasoned with salt, right? Graceful. How to answer every man.
That's right.
Right. So you're not going to use profanity, laced terms and words when you answering the public, right? So this training process will also put us in a position to learn how to hold a camp.
That's right.
Right? I learned how to hold posts, learn how to read, learn how to speak, right? Learn how to address the public, and so on and so forth. I mean, this is the level that we got to come on, all right? That other level where we were, like novices and like little children. That's why Yahushua said, when I was a child, I spoke as a child.
That's right.
But now I become a man. And now I'm supposed to speak as a man in Hamashiach Yahushua with the grace and truth and understanding of the Mashiach Yahushua. So this is where we're at. So I want Zaquan, come on up, Zaquan, say something, and Kahan, say something, and Thawam, say something.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, come on up, Bach.
Yeah, hallelujah. Just like the Elder Barak was saying, it's very, very, very important that Israel come on a different level of teaching, because the days of using profanity and the days of misusing, the Most High's word that has to come to an end. We got to be better examples. We got to have a little bit more class and dignity about ourselves. As far as the word that we put out, because the Bible, it actually, it exemplifies, class and etiquette, as far as Israel is concerned. That's what Israel is all about, class and etiquette. So as far as the way the Most High's word is delivered, it's a special way, that you have to deliver the Most High's word. Like the brother said, not with malice, not with envy, not with hatred, not with grief. The word's supposed to be smooth and it's supposed to hit the people smooth. You're not supposed to be grudgingly, when you go out there and when you speak. Everything's supposed to be done with class, it's supposed to be done with edification, and it's supposed to be done with dignity, honor, and pride. That's what we are, as Israelite men and Israelite women. We go out there and teach the people to come back to the Most High law, statutes, and commandments. That's what we all about. Class, edification, and dignity. That's what we stand for. Our brothers out there with the pants off your butt, thinking this is a game, something like that. That's not what this word is about. This word is about we go out there and speak and gathering our people back to the law, statutes, and commandments, not to go out there and use profanity and be, abrupt with the word and, all, vain. That's not what the word is about. Class and dignity. That's what we all about. All right, let the brother Fahawam come on up and say something.
It's very important, man, that we look at as going into this brotherly loves. We telling you that you brothers learn to have mercy and grace. Most High given us mercy and grace. You understand? But it can be to the point where you might not give it to another brother, depending on the situation. Where you got to look at it. Most High, he loved Jacob. He loved Jacob. So you in a situation where you got to deal with a brother one-on-one, as we said, in this brotherly love, you got to make sure that you think about that mercy which is right. You know what I mean? And that grace that the Most High has given us at this time, and you don't take it away from anyone. Because a lot of times, mercy and grace has been taken away from us. I just want to read something right through. Could you read Ephesians 4:1-7? But this is a job, man. Just like you go to your job to make money.
That's the spirit in this thing right here.
That's right. That's right. It's all in the spirit, right? There it is. Just read that. It's real, man.
Ephesians 4:1. I therefore, the prisoner of a Masharah Yahushua, beseech you that you walk worthy of the vocation wherewith you are called.
You gotta work. You gotta be worthy, man. This is a job. That vocation, I mean, it's a job. You know what I mean? You gotta give up everything, man, for this. You know what I mean? That's like you have. I mean, that's what we did. No matter, how anybody else look at it, man. We came from all across the country. You know what I mean? To come here to North Carolina, man, to be here, to start this boot camp and start building together in brotherly love, without a shadow of a doubt. Go ahead.
With all lowliness and meekness, with long suffering, forbearing one another in love.
See that? Meekness, man, long suffering. You gotta forbear one another in love, man, like we've been teaching you all day here. We're gonna continue to push this. Love the Most High with all their heart, mind, and soul, and strength, and love your brother, man. Love thy neighbor as thyself, man. All the commandments based upon them two principles. All 613. How we serve the Most High, and how we serve each other in brotherly love.
Endeavoring to keep the unity of the Spirit in the bond of peace. There is one body and one Spirit, even as ye are called in one hope of your calling. One Mashiach, one faith, one baptism, one power and Father of all, who is above all and through all and in you all. But unto every one of us is given grace according to the measure of the gift of Hamashiach Yahushua.
See that? Every one of us, man, is given that grace, man. Getting something that you don't deserve. That's that grace, man. So you got to look at it, man. You got to remember, Most High telling us, He giving us grace, man. This grace period, to get it together. That's a certain period of time for us to get it together. Every day we wake up, man, we got a chance to get it right, right? Did He give us a chance to get it right, man? We still here. He's the power of the living, not the dead. So we living, so He's giving us a chance to get it together every day, man. You got to look at it like this, man. But it's a vocation. It's a job. This ain't something you can just look at. This ain't no sometime thing, man. Every day you wake up, you are what? Israelite. Gone? That's right. Gone. That's it, man. That's it. Okay. So that's all I want to say on that, man. But I mean, it's really, really good, man, that we here, man. everybody, sacrifice to come here. And it's gonna be, we're gonna continue to build this, man. Brothers see this, more brothers gonna want to come. It's nice, man. I love it, man. Y'all just know all y'all business. I showed y'all the field over there.
Yeah.
We got a huge field.
Oh, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Got the wilderness over here.
Oh, yeah.
We got the tents right here. Look at all this area we have, man. There's no problems, man. It's beautiful. It's peaceful. The Most High Spirit is here. About Shama Mashiach Yahushua. God, hallelujah.
Hallelujah. You want to say that, Con? Yeah. So hold up. Get Isaiah 45 and 20. So we're almost finished. Isaiah 45 and 20. Yeah. Let me do this first and then we go back. Isaiah 45 and 20. You got that?
Isaiah 45, verse 20. Assemble yourselves and come. Draw near together, ye that are escaped of the nations.
See? So the scripture says, draw near together, assemble ourselves. So as we begin to come together and train, right, with the boot camp and everything, the Most High commands us to assemble together, all right? Not in division, not in discord, but assemble ourselves together, okay? Then the Most High teaches us to come together on one accord. So one accord is very important, brother. So we got to come together also in Yahushua, in the Mashiach Yahushua, but in these scriptures on one accord. Done? Get Hebrews 10:25.
There you go.
All right, Hebrews 10:25.
Khan.
Hebrews 10 and 25. Not forsaking the assembling of yourselves together, as the manner of some is, but exhorting one another, and so much the more as ye see the day approaching.
Right. See what the scriptures say? Not forsaking the assembly of coming together, but the manner of some of brothers are like that. They don't want to come together. They want to stay divided up.
Individualists.
Huh?
Individualists.
Yeah, individualists. Come. Right.
Individualite.
Need something. See? But we're not going to do that, brother. We're going to try to apply the assembly of coming together as much as possible. We don't want to forsake that. There has to be a reason why the Mashiach put that in there like that. All right? Because the Mashiach knew we would be divided up, okay, all across the country, all across the planet Earth the way we are. So we shall not forsake the assembly of us coming together in these last days. That's very, very important. Okay? So, with that, right, that's about it. Go ahead, Karatazar.
Yeah, the food is done. Y'all can come.
You want to bring out something? Okay. Come on, yeah.
It's Ecclesiasticus chapter 23, starting at verse 7. And the Most High says, "Hear, O ye children, the discipline of the mouth. He that keepeth it shall never be taken in his lips. The sinner shall be left in his foolishness. Both the evil speaker and the proud shall fall thereby."
Now read it from the top again.
Come.
From the top one time, yeah.
Verse 7.
Now tell me where you at. Tell me where you at again.
The book of Sirach, Ecclesiasticus chapter 23, verse 7.
Very good.
Hear, O ye children, the discipline of the mouth. He that keepeth it shall never be taken in his lips.
Right, so discipline of the mouth, meaning keep your words, your inappropriate words to yourself. In other words, try to keep discipline, all right, your mouth from saying things that you shouldn't say.
Right.
So especially out there as a speaker of the Most High, and speaker of the word of the Mashiach Yahushua, keep your words professional, right? So there has to be a limit or a boundary about what you're saying out there as you're a speaker. There should be a boundary, a limit. Discipline thyself. Don't just say any damn thing.
Con.
That's madness.
Con.
See? So this is what Yahushua teaches. Go ahead, Doc.
Verse 8. The sinner shall be left in his foolishness.
Yeah, that means somebody who comes out of his mouth that way, that's a sinner to the Most High. You using profanity, cursing at your people, belittling your people, trying to shame your people, all right, and destructive words, right? Then the Most High said, you're a sinner, all right? That's why the scripture said the tongue is the most unruly of all the instruments of the body. The tongue is unruly, because who can tame it? The scriptures say, who can tame the tongue? So that's why it says use discipline. And that's a mark of a great speaker. Because you didn't hear Yahushua cursing and using profanity.
That's right.
You didn't hear Paul doing that. You didn't hear Peter doing that.
That's right.
You can read the scriptures. All right? So brothers that are saying that, they're wrong. Go ahead, Doc.
Both the evil speaker and the proud shall fall thereby.
Yeah, the evil speaker and the proud, they're going to fall. Okay? Because this is their manner. Their manner is to belittle, shame, use cursing, profanity, right? And then try to gain their own ego or uplift their own ego and puff themselves up by doing that. Go ahead, Doc.
Use not thy mouth to untemperate swearing.
Yeah, how about that? Untempered. So, right. In other words, you're supposed to be disciplined. Have a proper temperament. Untempered swearing means you just swear at anything. All right? You just. In other words, every other word is a curse word.
That's right.
This is what the Most High is saying.
Come.
And this is what you hear in some of these camps.
Come.
Every other word is a curse word because you have no discipline.
Come.
I mean, come on. You sound like a fool. And how are you going to get the nations to respect you? How are you going to get the congregation to respect you?
That's right.
All right?
That's right.
The nations are going to begin to respect us when they see us teaching the word of the Most High properly.
Hallelujah.
All right? In the spirit of Hamashiach Yahushua. Then they're going to bow down to us. But if you do it like that, even the nations know you off. See? Go ahead.
A man that uses much swearing shall be filled with iniquity.
Iniquity, sin. So still, doesn't matter how long you've been in the truth, if you somebody that speaks like that and undisciplined with the mouth, the Most High said you're still a sinner. So that's why we got to examine ourselves fully, wholly, see, with the Most High. Go ahead, Doc.
And the plague shall never depart from his house.
How about that? And his house is always in disarray. And he doesn't even understand why. Right? Because sure enough, he's going to go out there and start teaching the Most High's word and start cursing, untempered swearing, and so forth. And then come back home and his house is full of confusion and then disarray. So the Most High is doing it. So that just shows us as the Masharah, Yasharahla, that we got to come together and be examples of Yahushua. All right? Then he's going to begin to build us up as a nation. All right, these last days. Anything else?
One last one. And if he acknowledge not his sin, he maketh a double offense. And if his swearing in vain, he shall not be innocent, but his house shall be full of calamities.
How about that? See what this Most say? If he don't acknowledge his sin, right, and if he has a double swearing, his house shall be full of calamities.
Hallelujah.
Right. So this just shows us as brothers how we gotta act and how we gotta behave.
Hallelujah.
And the scriptures are showing us that. And we've been without, let's say, without this type of structure for a long time, Israel. So we need this structure now. See? We need order now. And the scriptures say that the Most High going to set us back in order in front of their eyes, in front of the nation's eyes. In Psalms 50, I believe, he's going to set us back in order in front of their eyes. So how do we get in order? Through structure. There's got to be some type of structure.
That's right.
You know? So, I mean, brothers can say what they want. You're going to have the negative talk, negative feedback, but you got to have some type of structure. And this is it. This is the beginning of it right here.
That's right.
All right? Because a nation begins at the grassroots. It's building it back up. All right? That's what we did. We came out of Egypt, right? When we came back from the Babylonian Empire, All right, we're building it from the ground up, so we got to begin. And this is Babylon the Great, which ought to be destroyed. That's right. So America's going to be destroyed. So what are we going to do? Just wait for its destruction? No, we got to prepare ourselves and come together as a camp. So with that, Akim, that's Yahweh Hashem Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. The brothers got something out of that. And I know you heard these scriptures before, but sometimes you want to bring it out again for even more edification, right? And for more understanding. But that's basically what the code of ethics and etiquette is about. How to